You stand on the bridge of the starship Vigilance. Before you is the great viewing window. It shows you a wound in the universe. It is a perfect circle of absolute black. No light escapes its edge. No star dares to shine near it. The void anomaly is a hole in reality. Its silence is a pressure against your ears. It feels louder than any sun's fire. Your ship is part of a grand fleet. Dozens of vessels from every known elder race are here. They are massive things of crystal and metal. They gleam with power you can barely imagine. Their ships are cities. Their weapons can crack planets like eggs. Beside them, your human ship feels like a canoe in an ocean of battleships. You are an observer, nothing more. Humanity is too young to offer real help. The orders were simple. Watch, learn, do not interfere. The elder races have a plan. They always have a plan. You watch the anomaly. It does not spin. It does not pulse. It just is. The blackness is so complete it feels like it is pulling your thoughts into it. You have studied star science your entire life. You have never seen anything like this. It breaks every law you know. A calm voice speaks over the ship's comms. It is your first officer, Lieutenant Eva Rostova. She stands beside you, her face pale. "Captain," she says, "the Council is about to brief the fleet." You nod, your eyes still fixed on the void. The Council of Giants, a collection of the most powerful beings in the galaxy. You have a very bad feeling about this. You are summoned to the flagship, the Indomitable Will. It is a vessel carved from a single asteroid. Its halls are vast enough to hold mountains. You walk into the council chamber. The leaders of the elder races are there. They sit on thrones of light and gravity. The High Executor Tarsus of the Glyptons is a being of living stone. The matriarch Ilara of the Cygnian Ascendancy floats in a shimmering energy field. They project an air of absolute confidence. Their plan is displayed in the center of the room, a holographic lance of pure energy. It will pierce the anomaly's heart. It will force it to collapse upon itself. The theory is elegant. It is powerful. It is perfect. To them, the anomaly is just a difficult equation, one they are about to solve with overwhelming force. They ask for final comments. It is a formality. They do not expect any. But you raise your hand. The chamber falls silent. The giants look down at you. A flicker of annoyance crosses their faces. "Human, Captain," the High Executor Tarsus says. His voice is the grinding of continents. "You have something to add?" His tone suggests you could not possibly have anything of value. You clear your throat. "Sirs, Matriarch," you begin. "My science team has concerns. We see subtle energy readings at the edge. They are not chaotic. They seem to respond to our presence. You explain that attacking it might be like poking a predator. You suggest observation. You suggest trying to communicate. You suggest anything but this brute force approach." They listen with strained patience. The matriarch, Ilara, smiles a thin, condescending smile. "Your concern is noted, Captain," she says. Her voice is like chimes of glass. "Your species is young. You see danger in shadows. We see a problem that requires a firm solution." They dismiss your warning without a second thought. You are a child speaking in a room of adults. You are escorted out, your words already forgotten. You return to your ship. You watch as the great weapon forms. Energy streams from the elder race ships. It converges into a single, blinding spear of light. The power radiating from it makes your teeth ache. It is the greatest concentration of energy you have ever witnessed. It is a testament to their technological mastery. It is aimed directly at the heart of the silent, waiting void. The lance of light fires. It crosses the distance in an instant. There is no sound in the vacuum of space, but on your bridge you feel a tremor run through the ship. The lance strikes the center of the black circle. For a moment, there is only light, a brilliance that outshines every star. You shield your eyes. Surely, you think, nothing could withstand that. Not even a hole in the universe. Then the light vanishes. It is not diminished. It is not faded. It is consumed. The anomaly swallows the energy whole. It takes that unimaginable power and eats it. There is a moment of absolute stillness. The elders on their flagship must be stunned. Their perfect weapon is gone. It achieved nothing. And then it gets worse. The anomaly begins to change. The edge of the black circle wavers. It expands. It grows larger, visibly eating the space around it. It has taken their energy and used it as fuel. The silence from before is gone. Now you can feel a vibration, a low, hungry hum that travels through the hull of your ship. The anomaly is no longer passive. The giants did not solve a problem. They have just woken something up. Panic ripples through the fleet. You can hear it in the chatter between ships. The elder races are confused. Their models did not predict this. Their sensors are screaming with data they cannot understand. The anomaly is a storm of impossible energies. It is a tempest of broken physics. To them, it is only noise, a wall of static where their perfect weapon used to be. You stare at the display, ignoring the chaos. You tell your sensor chief to filter out the high-energy readings. Remove the blast residue, you command. Filter out the exotic matter signatures. Show me only the background radiation. The chief looks at you, confused. Sir, that's just nothing. Cosmic background. You insist. Do it. He complies. The screen clears. The chaotic data vanishes. And then you see it. It is faint. It is almost invisible beneath the noise. But it is there. A pattern. A rhythmic pulse deep within the anomaly. It is not a roar of power. It is a whisper in the static. It beats with a slow, steady cadence. Like a heartbeat. A very, very slow heartbeat. The attack did not just feed the anomaly, it has agitated it. Its heart is beating faster now. You record the pattern. You analyze the frequency. It is complex, but it is not random. It is structured. It has the clear signature of a communication signal. It is buried under layers of violent energy, but it is undeniably there. The elder races, with all their power, are blind to it. They are looking for a monster. You are seeing a message sent in a language of pure physics. You request another audience with the council. This time they make you wait. You stand in the antechamber for hours. Finally, they grant you entry. The mood in the council chamber is grim. Their confidence is gone. It is replaced by a cold, simmering anger. They have failed, and they do not like the feeling. The high executor, Tarsus, does not even look at you. Report, he grunts. You display your findings on the main screen. You show them the filtered data. You point to the rhythmic pulse. This is not chaos, you explain. This is a signal. The anomaly, or whatever is inside it, is not just a beast. It is trying to talk. You can feel the disbelief in the room. You're asking them to accept that their entire understanding of the situation is wrong. The matriarch, Ilara, laughs. It is not a pleasant sound. It is sharp and brittle. A signal? She scoffs. You see a ghost in the static and call it a signal. An Orion delegate, a being of pure plasma contained in a golden suit, shimmers with amusement. The human's imagination is commendable. They see patterns in clouds. You try to explain the mathematics. You show them the resonant frequencies. You tell them that the pulse matches known patterns for intelligent, non-biological life forms. They are not listening. Their pride is a wall you cannot breach. They have already committed to a path of force. To admit you are right would be to admit their failure was a mistake of philosophy, not just power. The High Executor Tarsus dismisses your data with a wave of his stony hand. Your observation is irrelevant, he declares. We have recalibrated. Our next weapon will be 10 times stronger. It will overwhelm the anomaly's ability to absorb energy. We will not be defied by a cosmic accident. He looks at you, his eyes glowing faintly. You are to return to your ship and await orders. Do not pursue this. Fantasy. Any further? The meeting is over. You have been warned. You return to the vigilance. The dismissal stings. But it is more than that. You know they are wrong. Their next attack will not just fail. It will be a catastrophe. You cannot let that happen. You look at Lieutenant Rostova. You see the same fire in her eyes. He called it a fantasy, she says, her voice tight with anger. What are your orders, Captain? You look out at the growing anomaly. Then you look at your small human crew. They are waiting. They are watching you. My orders, you say slowly, are to sit here and do nothing. To watch them make a fatal mistake. You pause. But I am a human. We are not very good at following bad orders. A small smile touches your lips. Ava, get our best engineers to the briefing room and make sure the channel is secure, very secure. You gather your small team in secret. There are only 5 of you. Your first officer, your chief engineer, 2 of your best science officers. You tell them what you plan to do. You are going to build a device based on your findings, not a weapon, a resonator, something that can talk back to the anomaly, something that can answer the message in the static. It is a direct violation of the Council's command. It is mutiny. It is treason. If you are caught, you and your crew will be exiled. Your careers will be over. Humanity's fragile standing in the galaxy could be damaged. You tell them all of this. You give them a chance to walk away. No one moves. Your chief engineer, a man named Gian, just grins. Finally, he says, a real engineering problem. Let's get to work. You work in a shielded cargo bay. You use spare parts and scavenged components. You cannot use the ship's main fabricators. The Council might detect the energy signature. You are building it by hand. It looks like a mess of wires and conduits, a collection of junk. But at its heart is a crystalline matrix. It is tuned to the exact frequency you discovered. It is your secret project. Your one impossible hope. As you work, the elder races prepare their second gambit. You watch it come together on the main viewer. This time, they are not just using a single lance. They are creating a net, a web of pure energy designed to envelop the entire anomaly. They believe they can starve it, squeeze it out of existence. The scale of the weapon is breathtaking. It is arrogant, it is magnificent, and you know it will only feed the anomaly's rage. The net of light forms. It is a golden mesh cast across the blackness of space. The power draw is so immense that the stars themselves seem to dim. The Elder Fleet pours everything it has into this final, desperate attack. The High Executor's voice booms across the fleet-wide communication. Behold the power of the united races. This anomaly will be unmade. The net tightens. It closes in on the black circle. For a second it seems to work. The anomaly's edge flickers. It seems to shrink. A cheer goes up from the alien command channels. But you are not watching the edge. You are watching your own sensors. You are watching the heartbeat. And it is getting faster and faster and faster. It is becoming a drum roll of fury. Then the anomaly responds. It does not just absorb the energy net, it inhales it. The golden web is sucked into the blackness in a single, violent instant. And the anomaly explodes outward. It is no longer a circle. It is a raging storm of void. Tendrils of blackness lash out, striking the nearest alien ships. Crystal hulls shatter. Metal vessels are torn apart like paper. The indomitable will itself is hit. A massive gash opens in its side. Alarms scream across your bridge. Red lights flash everywhere. Hull integrity failing on the Cygnian flagship, Rostova yells. The Orion vessel is venting its core. The Glypton fleet is in full retreat. The comm channels are a chorus of terror and disbelief. The giants are broken. Their ultimate weapon has turned on them. The station they command from, the indomitable will, is tearing itself apart. The view screen shows the flagship. It is listing badly. Fires burn along its spine. Its command structure has collapsed. The High Executor, Tarsus, is no longer broadcasting his proud commands. There is only silence. The matriarch, Ilara, is gone. Her ship is a cloud of expanding debris. The alien commanders are lost in their failure. Their pride has led them to ruin. The fleet is in chaos. There is no one in charge. This is your moment. The moment you have been preparing for. You look at your crew. They are calm. They are ready. Ava, you say, your voice steady amid the alarms. Open a channel to all remaining ships. All of them. She nods, her fingers flying across the console. Channel open, Captain. You take a deep breath. It is time for the last human hope. You step forward. Your face appears on the view screens of every ship in the battered fleet. This is the captain of the human vessel Vigilance, you say. Your voice cuts through the panic. The Council's strategy has failed. Force is not the answer. You bring up your data again, the heartbeat pattern. This is not a weapon. This is a call for help. I have a way to answer it. You outline your plan. It is simple. It is improbable. You propose to fly a small ship into the anomaly. You will take your resonator device to the center. You will broadcast your peaceful signal. You will attempt to soothe the entity within. From the bridge of a crippled Glypton destroyer, a new voice answers. It is Commander Krell, Tarsus's second in command. His voice is heavy with defeat. You want to fly into that? That is a suicide mission. It is our only option, you reply. Your weapons have made it stronger. My method will make it calmer. There is a long silence. You can feel the weight of their desperation. They have no other ideas. Their own leaders are gone or silent. Their mighty fleet is in ruins. What do they have left to lose? Finally, Commander, Krell speaks. Our pride has already cost us dearly, he says. We will not let it cost us everything. He agrees to your plan. Desperation has forced his pride to bend. They do not give you a warship. They do not give you one of their advanced science vessels. They give you a shuttle. A small single-pilot scout ship named the Star Hopper. It is little more than an engine with a chair strapped to it. It is all they can spare that is fast enough to navigate the currents. Your crew helps you load your resonator device into the tiny cargo hold. It barely fits. Jian, your engineer, claps you on the shoulder. She's not much, Captain, he says. But the resonator is solid. It will work. Rostova hands you a helmet. Her face is a mask of worry. Be careful, she says. We need you to come back. You nod. I will. You do not know if that is a promise you can keep. As you board the Star Hopper, you look back at the Vigilance. Your small human crew watches you go. Then you look at the alien fleet. The ships that remain are watching you too. They are broadcasting their sensor data to you. It is the best they can do. But you know what they are thinking. They are sending a human in a tiny ship to face a universe-ending storm. They believe they are sending you to your doom. You seal the cockpit. You fire the engines. The small ship leaps forward, heading for the gaping maw of the void. The journey begins. The space around you starts to twist. The Star Hopper is tossed about like a leaf in a hurricane. Black tendrils of the Anomaly whip past your cockpit. Your sensors go crazy. The laws of the universe are coming apart at the seams. Gravity fluctuates wildly. Time itself seems to stretch and compress. One moment you are crawling at a snail's pace. The next, you rocket forward at impossible speeds. You ignore the sensors. You cannot trust them here. You fly by instinct. You are riding the void wave. You watch the rhythmic pulses of the Anomaly, the heartbeat. You steer your ship through the troughs between the pulses. You use the waves of energy like a surfer uses an ocean wave. You dive and weave, anticipating the currents of nothingness. The aliens could never do this. Their computers would try to calculate an optimal path. There is no path. There is only the storm and your will to navigate it. Your tiny ship groans under the strain. Alarms blare, but you silence them. They are a distraction. You need to focus. You need to feel the rhythm. The heartbeat is getting stronger, louder. It is not a sound. It is a pressure you feel in your bones. It is all around you. You are getting closer. The chaotic energy begins to subside. The violent storm gives way to an eerie calm. And then you are through. You have reached the center, the heart of silence. It is not black here. It is a soft gray twilight. There are no stars, no light, no darkness. There is only a profound and endless quiet. The violent energy of the storm is a wall around this place, a prison. And in the center of this calm, you see it. It is not a monster. It is not a creature of tentacles and teeth. It is a being of pure geometry, a shape that is constantly, slowly, folding in on itself. It is a living equation, and you can feel its consciousness. You feel an immense loneliness, a profound and ancient sorrow. It has been trapped here for eons. Its prison was created by some cosmic cataclysm long ago. The elder race's attacks were not seen as aggression. They were just more pain, more noise in its silent prison. The Anomaly was its scream. You do not fire a weapon. You have not brought one. You power up your device, the resonator, the mess of wires and scavenged parts that your crew built. It hums to life. You do not offer a challenge. You do not offer a threat. You offer a frequency, a simple, resonant song. Your human solution is not an attack. It is a connection, a symphony of creation. You broadcast the signal. It is based on the heartbeat you detected. But you have changed it. You have harmonized it. You have turned its lonely rhythm into a duet. The signal washes over the geometric entity. For a moment, nothing happens. The being continues its slow, sad folding. Then it stops. It unfurls. It seems to listen. The signal you are sending is one of empathy. It says, I hear you. You are not alone. The geometric being responds, not with energy, not with force. It responds with its own frequency. It adjusts its own resonance to match yours. A new signal flows back into your ship. It is not a language of words. It is a language of pure mathematics, of feeling. It shows you images. The birth of galaxies, the death of stars, the long, silent ages it has spent in this cage. It is a being of immense wisdom and power, trapped by accident. The combined resonance, yours and its, begins to affect the prison. The wall of chaotic energy starts to stabilize. The frequencies are canceling out the storm. You are not destroying the anomaly. You are healing it. You are showing the trapped intelligence how to unlock its own cage. It is a delicate process, a dance of physics and empathy. Your ship, the Star Hopper, floats in the quiet center of it all, a tiny beacon of hope. The storm outside begins to recede. The raging tendrils of the void pull back. The violent energy smooth out. The chaotic noise that deafened the elder race's sensors fades away. On the bridge of the Vigilance, your crew watches in awe. The massive, terrifying anomaly is shrinking. It is not collapsing in a violent implosion. It is simply fading, like mist in the morning sun. Soon, it is gone. The wound in space has closed. The stars that were hidden by its darkness now shine brightly. The silence that remains is not the hungry silence of the void. It is the quiet dawn of a new day. A peace settles over the fleet. The alarms are silent. The shouting is over. All that is left is the gentle hum of starships and the endless beauty of the cosmos. Your small shuttle, the Star Hopper, drifts in the spot where the heart of the anomaly used to be. You pilot your ship back to the Vigilance. The journey is quiet. The alien ships part for you as you approach. They form an honor guard, a path for the small shuttle that succeeded where their entire fleet had failed. You dock with your ship. The airlock opens. Your crew is there to greet you. There are no cheers. There are only tears of relief and looks of profound respect. You are home. Later, you stand once again in the council chamber on the indomitable Will. It is scarred and damaged, but it is functional. Commander Krell of the Glyptons is there. So are the surviving leaders of the other elder races. Their arrogance is gone. Their pride has been humbled. They look at you not as a child, but as an equal. The being you freed is gone. It sent one last message of thanks before it departed for realms beyond your understanding. Commander Krell steps forward. "Captain," he says, his voice now filled with respect, "you have taught us a valuable lesson. We saw only a nail, so we reached for a hammer. You saw a lock, and you crafted a key." He formally apologizes for their dismissal of your warnings. He acknowledges that humanity's insight saved them all. From this day forward, humanity is no longer seen as a lesser race. You are no longer just an observer. You have earned a new place among the stars. You proved that insight is mightier than force.